I'm Ethan Leong, and I'm 16 years old. I train here at the Rideau Sports Centre, and I'm currently in the under 18 category. Personally, my goal is just to become the best tennis player that I could become possible, whether that's just D2 or pro tennis. It doesn't really matter for me, just doing what I love, and yeah. Well, my first experience was probably just hitting on some public courts with my father, and yeah, I just enjoyed it ever since.
I've known Ethan since he was maybe around 10 or 11. Yeah, usually we sit down at the beginning of the year and we go through your, short-term goals, long-term goals. We set our objectives, and then we set an action plan in place and go step by step.
Well, with Jeremy, it's always been really fun ever since the beginning, which was about 4 or 5 years ago. I really enjoyed how he coaches and how he communicates with his players. I feel like he has a lot of knowledge that he could give us as players, since he's been where we are and he's competed at a high level, and he knows what it takes to be at a high level and compete like that. Personally, I think my strengths are just from the baseline, my ground strokes, forehand and backhand, and yeah, I really enjoy playing on faster surfaces such as hard court, and it's my favorite surface to play on.
In 2019, we started working really hard, and hats off to Ethan, because most of it was him. He's pretty self-disciplined. He works really hard when nobody's watching, so he's definitely willing to go home and do the technical shadows. He'll do the footwork shadows. He's self-motivated for sure. He's been working hard in the gym, and he lost weight and he got really good, and technically he improved a lot, and it's been great. And he went up 2 UTR points in 12 months, which was huge. He put a lot of work in. Yeah, so pivotal point, I would say the process started in January, but the pivotal point was probably, September of this past year.
So where I would like to be from a year or two from now is probably competing at a Division I school team in the States, and hopefully I'll be a 11 or a 12 UTR. This game has taught me a lot of things, mainly communication and especially hard work, just because you have to do so many other things just to perform so at a high level on the court.
Character is a big part of what I try and focus on here. I don't want them to, become incredible tennis players before they're good people. And so for me, they're, the way that they carry themselves on and off the court is super important to me. And so he's done a lot of maturing actually in the past year, I would say, and it's been pretty nice to see.
So the question was there a moment?
Is there a defining moment that you thought, wow, this is where I'm supposed to be at?
Probably the first few days that I've met him, honestly. Because he's just very easy to talk to and communicates with his students very, very well, I would say.
Well, that's just dandy. For me, took a long time for me to hit that. No, I'm just joking. No, it was pretty much right away too. I was like, wow, this is definitely a project. When he first came in and he was swearing and he was throwing his racket, I was like, well, this is gonna be a while. No, it was really good. I would say Yeah, I mean, we first started working together. I mean, you were in the group that I was coaching in, and then, you know, one-on-one was probably, you know, about a year later.
Yeah.
And as soon as we started working one-on-one, I think that's kind of when we got the chemistry going. And I think chemistry is everything, especially when you're working with a high-performance athlete. You know, the connection has to be there, the understanding has to be there, and it was definitely there.